our channel. CRM Guru is the perfect place to learn Dynamic 365 and Power Apps. Before we begin our session, those who are new to this channel, please subscribe and like our video. In this video, we will discuss about Power Automate Flows introduction, flow types, building blocks, and benefits of Power Automate Flows. So, this Power Automate Flow is a tool where we can create, manage, and automate our workflows to connect with different apps and services. So, it also integrates with multiple applications and services. So, it also integrates with SharePoint, OneDrive, Azure DevOps, Gmail, Dynamics 365. So, here we have multiple connectors. So, we can connect with 365 plus connectors using this Power Automate. So, let us see flow types. So, we have different types of flows. So we have first one is cloud flows. So these cloud flows are automation flows which will run in the cloud, and these triggered by events from various cloud services. For example, when a lead is created, then automatically create a contact in Dynamics. So in this case we will go with the cloud flows. Second is desktop flows. So these desktop flows will are the automation flows. It will run on our local Windows desktop, and it will interact with the desktop applications. Suppose, for example, when you need to download and save the attachments from specific emails in an Outlook. In this case, we will use the desktop flows. And the third one is business process flows. So these business process flows are guided workflows, which are nothing but when where user follows some series of steps in order to complete a specific business process. For example, there is a issue resolution which should be done. In this case, customer support agents should follow some series of steps or process to resolve the customer issues. Okay, these series or steps we will maintain in this business process flows. So if you see the first one, cloud flows. Again, these cloud flows are categorized into automated flows, instant flows, and scheduled flows. So let us see one by one. First one is automated flow. So these automated flows are triggered by an event in connected service without the need of any manual intervention. So in this automated flow, no manual intervention is required. Let us take one example. Suppose when an email arrives, we need to save the attachment to OneDrive. In this case, we can use an automated flow. Second is instant flows. These instant flows are triggered manually by a user. Suppose when by clicking on some button in Power Automate mobile app or on the web, then this flow should trigger. So here the manual intervention is required. Okay, so like whenever you are requesting a manager for approval to process the document, so in that case we will go for instant flows. So third one is scheduled flows. Scheduled flows are triggered at specific times and intervals, either daily, weekly, or monthly, or hourly basis. So let us take one example. Suppose you need to send a daily summary report to your manager, or else you need to send some status report information to your manager on daily basis or weekly basis. So in these cases we will use these scheduled flows. Next is building blocks. These building blocks of Power Automate are the fundamental elements which will make up our workflow. So in these building elements we have, these are the pre-built integrations with external services. So these connectors are the bridges between Power Automate and other applications or services. These connectors allow us to exchange the data between different software systems, and also these provide an integration with external services. So as I told you, like Microsoft 365, SharePoint, Salesforce, like this we can connect with multiple applications. And the second one is triggers. Triggers are the events which will initiate our workflow. They are the starting point of our automation. So these triggers also categorized again into two types: instant trigger and automated trigger. Instant triggers are nothing but these are initiated manually or immediately when a specific event occurs. When you press a button to start a workflow, it's an instant trigger. Okay. The second one is automated trigger. These triggers respond to external events, such as like when an email arrives, then automatically some document should be saved, or some record is being updated in database. So these all are automated. Okay. So this will start the workflow when particular criteria or event is met. Okay. And the third one is actions. Actions are the individual steps or tasks that will make up our workflow. Actions also include creating records or updating records or deleting records in database, sending some emails or posting some messages to Microsoft Teams or any more. Okay. If you can take an example like sending an email. Okay, send an email notification when a new lead is created in Dynamics. So in these cases, we can use the actions. And the fourth one is conditions. Conditions are used to determine our logic. Okay, suppose if you want to introduce some logic to our workflow, or like it will allow us to create some branches in our workflow. Suppose if you want to take an example like whether a file has been modified today or not. Okay, if it is modified, then it will take one path. If the file is not modified, mean the criteria is not met, then it will take the other path. So we will see there are multiple benefits of Power Automate flows. It increases the productivity and efficiency. It also reduces manual errors by automating the data entry and the process. And the third one is integration with multiple services. We can integrate with multiple applications. And the fourth one is the real-time notifications and alerts. So to get real-time notifications and alerts for critical events